Can't stop me. Decided to stream this first episode because I did play a little bit of this game, but not too much. I mean, I kind of have a vague idea of what I'm going on, but there's still so much more that's going to be happening. I mean, I'm sure you're aware that if you know about this game at all, you're probably aware of its reputation for being entirely inscrutable. And it's certainly weird and kind of slow. I don't know. I'm going to give a second before people get in here, though, first. So if you're watching the VOD of this, I guess skip forward a little bit. If you're watching the VOD on YouTube, this will be entirely cut out. Hey, Lapras. Are you ready to be bored? I like this game, but, you know. I can understand if other people are going to watch this and be like, oh my god, the amount of purple prose here is too much for me. Well, the conceit is supposed to be that it is like a stage play. Ah, well. Speaking of which, they don't give you subtitles in this game. That doesn't matter too much for most of the game. Boy, does it matter a lot for the very start of this. So I do have something prepared. And when I decide to start up the game, you'll see what I mean. But first off, like I said, I just want to wait a little bit for people to actually get in here. I'm gonna stream more while I still got the gifted sub. I mean, I probably do like more streaming tomorrow. I think that what I'm going to be doing a lot for Dead Cells Don't Tell Anybody is probably regular episode on Wednesday and then stream VOD on Saturday and then just continue forward like that. I don't know. All right. I got to go YouTube mode here for a second before I start up the game entirely. That's kind of what I've already been doing here. It's been Wednesday and Saturday for like the past 2 weeks. 2 weeks? I don't know. But that's the plan for the future. And I think just making it like half. Nobody seems to dislike the streams as far as I can tell. So I think we're good. We'll just throw on the Bastille Day costume because hey, we still got red, white, and blue tomorrow, and then we'll do something for July 4th. In the meantime, wait, what? Birdo's got them dick sucking lips. Does that mean Doc has them too? Oh man, if only. But, yeah. Well, anyway. Okay. Like I said, YouTube mode here. Let's just kind of get into it. Ahem. Take slight drink here. I already said in the second part of Hollow Knight that I wasn't going to be doing repeat games. That it's just like, it was literally the 4th time that I had done that, and people are just going to keep suggesting it otherwise. So instead, you're getting Pathologic. Like it or leave it. Love it or list it. All right. Let's start this up here. Ahem. Pathologic. I've known about this game for quite a while now, originally coming out in 2005, but never ended up playing it. It was something that was always kind of on my radar, but it also had a very notable reputation for being quite inscrutable. What? Imagine making a YouTube video? That's like literally what I do. Well, great, now I gotta start over. Alright, anyway. Pathologic. I'm playing it. You can't stop me. Known about this game for a very long time. And I've also known... Stop insulting me when I'm trying to do the video thing. Alright, anyway. What am I even gonna say here? Hey, it's Pathologic, that game that everybody knows about but nobody's actually played. Has an incredible reputation for being very purple prosy and very inscrutable. But after watching the first hour of gameplay, I thought, this seems pretty interesting. I want to check this out myself. So let's see if I can't figure out something with this game. As of right now, I have ended up playing, like about an hour of it, but I'm not even past the first day. So it's going to be pretty much blind. Let's just say that. All right, start her up.
So, it's
oh yes, that's right. We don't get subtitles. So instead...
No.
That's right.
Test trickery.
I'm going to, first off, mute the in-game volume. Give me 1 second. Don't worry, I'll make this better later on. And instead, I prepared this.
So, it's all about trickery to you? Wherever have you come from?
No. I detest trickery. But if we ourselves are to suffer deception, our hands are no longer tied. Where are we?
Well, the muscular contraction is there. Means you're already inside
This is
of
the
him.
Persona subtitles.
This must be one of the ventricles, right here.
What a silly place. It's stuffed. So it's not real for now? I don't think it has started yet.
Does it matter what it's made of? It's definitely struggling. We need to perform Sectio Transversalis. Cut the wall. There's no other way out. What else is there to do?
I know what to do. Those who favor hard logic and direct action are bound to be misguided. Only a miracle can set us free without us having to destroy something. And I can do miracles. Just let me.
Will you please be quiet? You're a liar and a thief. Who is going to believe you when you keep lying to yourself? The truth is my shepherd. Whatever happens, I will find answers, and justice will be restored. I will perform the operation. Medica morbo adhibe.
Don't you go all bossy on me, clever clogs. You will act justly, but your justice will blind you and become his demise. This calls for the gentle hand of a surgeon. Step aside, both of you.
Your gentle hands are used to killing, not giving life. You will inevitably do harm. As for Brainy, he has no regard for casualties at all. Neither of you knows compassion.
Yes, it seems unlikely that we'll get along well, but there's only one truth.
Any choice is right as long as it's willed. That's the truth of the matter.
Only the heart will show you the right choice. Stop thinking about yourselves. Think of the sick. He's in pain. I can't see it yet, but I can feel it.
It's not even a trap. It's a grave. Subipsum funis sumus. Can't say I hold a soft spot for it.
I can see that. You're full of hate. Stuffed or not, it's breathing. I can hear it. It can be healed rather than killed.
You mean you won't become a killer? But you will. Mark my word, that's exactly what will happen. But I can avoid it.
No, we won't ever get along. I suggest we be on our way. The sooner the better.
Off we go then?
Let's go. The clock is ticking.
All right, there you go. Since Ice Pick Lodge wasn't going to do it, I did it. There. Didn't even do a good job of it, but whatever. Anyway, it's full of hate? Oh, okay. I did that in like 5 minutes just because I wanted to have something for the video. Latin phrase. I don't know what he's saying. I don't know Latin. Well, anyway, there's your introduction to the 3 characters, and of the 3, I think probably going to play as the Bachelor. Just a huge ass. And I love that. Specs also seems interesting, and the Changeling, who seems probably the most compassionate of the 3, is not available. So, ain't doing her. But yeah, let's get her started. I think I broke this. Oh, wait, no, I didn't break the sound. I forgot to turn it back on. 1 second.
Harshly persecuted by the powers that be. Suddenly, a letter arrives from a colleague suggesting that there is previous undiscovered evidence which may support Dankovsky's claims. There is a settlement, the letter says, ruled by an extraordinary man who may well be seen as objective proof of Dankovsky's daring hypothesis. Grasping at straws of hope, Dankovsky decides to follow what he believes to be the sign of divine providence. Without further ado, he sets off for the settlement. Late at night, Bachelor arrives in the town. As he seeks room and board, he gets to know a girl called Eva Yan and stays at her place till dawn.
All right. You ready? What is this game? It's basically, I guess I would kind of call it like an adventure game. Go around talking to people, figuring out what to do. Just trying to survive one day to the next. By the way, this game is from 2005 once again. And even at the time, it was kind of, Oh, this is not a horror game. At least I wouldn't consider it to be a horror game. This is more like a 1998 3D model, to be honest. But hey, what are you gonna do? It definitely looks horror. I mean, once we get into it, you'll kind of see what I mean, where it's just like, oh man, oh man. Okay, so I gotta go find Simon Kane, rumored to be a man of incredible longevity. Going to use him to create immortality for everybody, I assume. And that's pretty much it. Fairly simple type of game. What? Battling a truly unvanquishable foe? I didn't see anything about that in there. Alright. So, pretty much, you can see here, you WASD around, you gotta jump. No run, only crouch. And then there's also, like, your basic health and everything. I haven't really seen exactly what happens with, like, immunity and infection. But you also got, like, a resistance to bullets and fire and everything. No adherence. And then there's also stuff like, well, I guess I don't even have access to that just yet. What is this, like, your plague radar? Again, have not gotten to the point where this is actually useful just yet. And, inventory. That's like your basic inventory with, like, scalpel, clothes. Got a sweet bottle of morphine with me. Good stuff. Rations, which I'm assuming are probably going to be pretty useful fairly soon. But anyway, that's about that. Can, like, rest in bed and everything. Only sleep for 6 hours, because I guess he's... I don't know, Daniil's kind of a light sleeper. Whatever. Let's go! This is not... I mean, this is like horror. This is not that kind of horror. If you would consider this horror, it's not that kind of horror.
I had a feeling you would come.
I like to think that Daniil is a pretty heavy sleeper, so we're just going to say that. World set in a pandemic? No, not yet. Wink. Yes, it's called Pathologic, and the opening crawl that I didn't show you was talking about how the sand plague has claimed many towns around this area, but not yet. Not yet. I'll probably have to go check those guys out. I don't think that for the couple hours that I played of this so far, I have actually, like, checked on what the guys out there were even doing. Always been and always will be. Even if we have a Majora's Mask scenario. Oh, yes. Jesus Christ. I know, right? I mean, I could go talk to Barack right now, but I think we want to talk more about how Simon is a sorcerer. That is clearly what... I can make a better looking person than that. I told you, it's like even back in 2005, it was pretty, yeah. All right. Well, let's go try to talk to Kane, I suppose. I don't really know exactly what Danilo is planning to do. It just seems like he's gonna talk to him and maybe take some tissue samples and see if, I don't know, eating them gives you also gives you immortality? We'll see. I think you understand it just fine. Show me where he lives. Oh man, Maria is a real character too. I mean, everybody is a real character in this game, but you know, that's just how it is. And yeah, all we gotta do is just talk to this one guy, and it'll be totally fine. Alright. There's where I need to go, but there's also Maria, which I guess... There are side quests in this game, as far as I can tell, but it's hard to kind of complete them. This is a good-looking piece of art. Maybe the only one that doesn't look explicitly like something out of a horror game that you'll find around here. Oh, by the way, there is a map. Big map. Real big map. Of the entire town, places of interest being... places of interest being highlighted in red, and then there's also, like, this place, the abattoir, that looks like a gigantic heart. I do not know what the deal with this thing is just yet. As well as this, the polyhedron, which is just a gigantic structure reaching up into the sky. I don't know what the deal with that is at all. The last thing I found out before getting killed, yeah, was that apparently children live there, and that's it. Oh, hey, thanks for information. Oh, cool. Give some. Yeah, thanks a lot for that. It's a huge map. Oh, and you do not walk very fast, so prepare yourself for that right now. You can annoy me as a sub? Sure, go for it. Speaking of which, I do need to actually like do some of the old Twitch things, you know. Figure out how to get some like real, what am I thinking of? Emotes up on the channel and everything. So we got these two schmoes here. They're basically your tutorial guys. You know, the usual tutorial guys, right? It's not really too much to say here. And yeah, you know what? the most rude way to respond to that possible. So yeah, this game is largely based around time, and it seems like you gotta do things like at specific times or on specific days to kind of like get the most out of this. I have not encountered that just yet, but oh boy, I'm really looking forward to when that happens. There's probably gonna be a lot of save files made during this, but we'll see. Yes. What are you gonna say? I'm gonna have to like straight up restart the game sometimes, but we'll see how that works. That's what you meant by Majora's Mask? Well, more specifically, I meant that, you know, the moon falling into the world and Simon being left was very Majora's Mask. Yeah. I do like they also say that it's like there are important NPCs here and also unimportant NPCs. Make sure you still talk to the unimportant NPCs, though. That's kind of important. Because they're going to die. And there is, in fact, a reputation meter. I have not run into any issues with it yet because I haven't gone around looking for fights. I might have to change in time. I don't know. We'll see. How high prices rise. Do not be an asshole. Not possible for Daniil. Oh, by the way, thank you, Amy. I didn't even see that. Oh, will there be a VOD? Oh, yeah, I'm going to definitely do a VOD for this, but it is probably going to be hacked up quite a bit by the end of it. Because, like I said, this game is pretty slow, and I just want to start out, like, as a stream to try and, like, just get into it, you know? Yes, don't trust everybody, too. To no surprise, that's kind of the whole style that we're going to be going here. Here, from what I understand, this is kind of like the mascot, if you could call it that, character for the game, the Tragedian. Also, again, just here to tell you a little bit more about the setting and everything, but, oh, but you are an actor, aren't you? We just saw you on stage. I don't make mistakes. Never. Never, never, never. Yeah, don't. There is actually, like, a real explanation as to why you get hungry and tired in this world so quickly, too. I'll probably get to that soon enough. And I do think that I'm probably going to want to try to buy as much from shops as of right now, because, after all, this game is called Pathologic. We are going to be getting a plague. The Sand Plague coming out here is pretty soon. Slenderman's younger brother. Well, if Slenderman was much more, you know, friendly, I'll say that. Part with their life's blood. You talking about getting in fights? Look, Daniil is might be a doctor. I would not consider him to be above fighting, though. I don't think he's going to really want to, but I certainly don't want to, but we'll see. Seen as a benefactor. I gotta figure out how to just, like, give that stuff to people. Bye. Okay, there were guys outside of the house here that I want to go check on, see what their whole deal is, because I didn't do that the first time that I was playing through the game, and by the time I came back here, they were already moved out. Hey, what's good? Playing Pathologic. You know, that game. And there's a Tonberry. Have you finished this game before? I played like 2 hours of it, just enough to kind of get the basic mechanics of it down. I do not know too much of it past that. And trust me, from what I understand, it gets real bad real quick, at least from what I've heard about the game. Well, here we go. Okay, well, guess I can't blame him for ending that conversation. Why not? I do like the generic NPCs are all just represented by dolls. It's very something. Odong? Who could have thought that this home was home to such creatures? Well, alright, I guess I can go. I should really be going and seeing Simon right now, but I guess I can go report to, what is her name? Jan? Yeah, Ava Jan. About what these guys are doing out here. Those dudes don't really exist. I mean, with the whole idea of this being a play, I think that this guy is even just supposed to be a stagehand, basically. Hence the whole purple prose thing. Everybody's doing their own little soliloquies.
What?
Wait, what? Who is singing? Yeah, I will take a look when I go outside.
Can
also,
you feel how
yeah, there is also this dying of breath. Also, good lord. I think this is probably the most in character for the Bachelor right now, though. So, yeah. Longer I watch this, the more I think, yes, this is in fact what a drug trip must be like. No, I think that this is probably what watching a amateur play is like or something. One man off Broadway. I mean, what do you mean? Full of various herbs. Basically, everybody's having a allergic attack at all points in time, so you get tired and hungry very easily. I did see that you can apparently like get distilled version of this, which ups your immunity. That one stat that I still not entirely sure what it does. I suppose we'll see soon enough, though. Heavy with the stink of herb. And that's how it goes here in this town. What is it called? I don't know if we actually got a name. Ah, well. Let's get on with this already. There is actual game to do after all. And yeah, basically looking at the map here again, it's like you got places of interest that are highlighted in red, but then there are also these tan ones, which, as far as I can tell, are just a bunch of shops, which I am probably going to want to go to. I do have a decent amount of 1432. 1432 coins, whatever it is. And the lighting in this game is so unique. I love it. Harspec's playthrough is much better than Bachelor's. I don't know if you can even call it a playthrough, though it's not really a game. I mean, I wanted to play as the Bachelor because I know that the Harspec's, is the only route that you can play as in the... By the way, where am I here? I'm going down the wrong path. I do know that that is the one that is the only route that you have in Pathologic 2. And if I want to eventually check out that game, I would, have to play as him. So, yeah. Just compliments, no sarcasm. By the way, there's the polyhedron. Damn, that thing goes up really high in the sky. I mean, that said, it's just like I'll probably end up playing through each one of the routes eventually, so yeah,
The town will meet its death at the hand
All right,
of
George, what's
Simon's
going on?
murderer. That much is certain.
Why does it give me the feel of We Happy Few? Probably because it is like, more or less survival type of game where you go around talk to people than like, a huge action. For some reason, when I was looking at Wikipedia, also, oh, come on. Damn it, Simon. I literally just got here. Any idea how long this game is? No idea. Yes, how could I? I've literally just gotten here. Hey, Doc, are you winning? I certainly am. I'm just going to say I'm no fatalist. I wouldn't really count myself as that anyway. All 3 routes took me 78 hours, and it's mostly running around town from person to person. Yep, that sounds about right. Took a risk, and yet I'm here anyway. Go onion, I need to collect the 2... What? Yeah, why would Simon, like, consider himself... Well, consider me more important than himself? I mean, considering he's such an important character in the town and everything. Talking sim? I mean, not really. I mean... Well, yeah, no, basically. Out of his way to provide you a body of evidence, and a literal body. How cute. No, don't end up taking vengeance. That's just going to lead to some very bad situations in the future. And sure, let's go the extra dramatic route. After all, this is supposed to be a play in one way or another. One of the many comparisons you can make between this and Super Mario Bros. 3. Situationally placed NPC sim. Revenge is a fool's game. Exactly. That was the thing I was talking about in that last episode of Dead Cells. Well, you just tell me that I gotta look around. Good stuff. Alright, we'll go talk to Victor first and see if I can't find anything else out from there. So, Simon's dead. Who could have seen that coming? I know, right? But at the same time, I guess if I just met with a guy and then left, it wouldn't really be too much of a game now, would it? The game's really like 78 hours long? Jeez. I mean, hey, that's a good statue, by the way. I don't know what it means, but it's here. I also got like another painting of one of the theater type of characters. Probably has some sort of meaning, but I could not possibly tell you what it is. At least not yet.
What?
Yes, everybody's a huge weirdo in this town. But at the same time, it's like that's what makes it interesting. It's where they spent all the polygons. What, creating that one statue?
It is far easier to be wise for others than to be so for oneself.
Game suggestions are either 1 hour or 100 hours. What is that creature? It's Victor Kane. Simon's youngest brother, son? I don't really remember exactly what it was. Why would people be waging I mean, the entire reason of you defeating death is obviously a benefit to everybody. Why would people wage war against you other than the skepticism and the way you're wasting time? We're gonna go the huge asshole route. And again, no vengeance. Clearly. Withdraw to the focus. Because everybody in this town is psychic for some reason. And of course, that's what they were saying, where it's like the town that you find yourself in might not be one of one that you have any, might find it weird. Wow. All right then. Metaphorically speaking. We just call him Victor Frogman because that's what he looks like? Sure, whatever. I mean, I don't even think we're going to be talking to this guy, at least for now, all that much. And then here's where we get to the real question. Really? What is this man? Yeah. I mean, a sorcerer, certainly, but it's like, what does that really mean in the context of what's happened here so far? Now we get to finding a whole bunch of different people. They really pull a 1984 on us? No, they just said he was a real person. Just, also a magic man. Kind of weirdo. Alright. Might as well go find Barack then, because he does seem to be the last person that saw him would kind of be like the first person that you'd want to go talk to, right? It does seem to be... Does seem to be like the only real lead that I have right now. And I still am not... I still told you, I'm not fatalistic. Stop that. Alright. Way on the other side of town. It's going to be quite a walk. But then there's also Maria, who Jan did tell me that I should go talk to first. So that is probably the most important thing to do for right now. I mean, after all, she is the one that said that I would... that like, she had foreseen my coming, and that she would also be able to help me defeat death in whatever way possible, especially now that Simon is dead. There's not really too much else to do here. Daniel could probably just jump on the next train and get out of here, but... Hey, I guess we're gonna exact revenge. That's what you do in these sort of circumstances, right? I do not know what the taste of art is around this town, but it's not great, now is it? Nor is their ability to keep mirrors not smashed. Oh well. Ooh, can I grab those? No, I don't think so. Unless... Come on, give it to me. Give it to me? No. No, of course not. There are definitely... Oh, here we are. Nice dress, by the way.
Saburov's wait is over. They've always wanted an heir.
Alright, let's just get right to the point here. Very cruel. Well, at least I'm getting called strong. Yep, the woman does have nipple buttons on her dress. What are you going to do, though? Let me tell you, it's not like this is the most scantily clad woman you're going to see in this game. One of the characters I'm going to have to probably avoid looking at too closely lest I get a terms of service, type of violation going on. Time for collusion, secrets, and alliances have come. I mean, you would think either that would never happen, or that would always be the case. But fine. Let's start making some alliances. I'm ready for this. Sure. Oh, man. Keep it in your pants, Neil. Alright, now we get the idea of the bound. People, as they say, well, are bound to me. But, again, shut up, Daniil. Basically important NPCs as far as I can tell. And they're going to have some sort of role to play in the story, but every single time I tried to meet with them in the game, they just kind of said, I don't feel like talking to you. Oh well, at least I still have the list for future things to go check out. And how are they supposed to die? Oh, they got what's... Oh, I'm not good enough in my psychic powers. I'm going to tell you that they will die, but not good enough, though. Oh, man. Bound to me, lives are connected. Yeah, come on, get a grip. Well, Jan did warn me that she's she's somebody prone to putting on airs, so I guess I can't really be too surprised that we're getting this sort of conversation. Can't possibly believe you, but yeah, I will do my best to save their lives. Or maybe I can just end the game right now. Nah. Oh, and also we can confirm that she is psychic, but that's... just go. So yeah, of course, all the Kane family, although I wonder if that's really just her maybe trying to get me to focus on that. These two guys who are all across town. Herself, Jan, and Mark Immortal, special guest, looking like a real jabroni in that picture now, doesn't he? All right, and is there anything else to say?
It came from below the ground. For many...
Just the same thing. I don't know, we're getting some prophetic type of visions from her, but I mean, hey, she's clairvoyant. That's exactly what we expect out of this, isn't it? Yes, Quarter Perks, what is it? Well, fine. I'll fight the murderer in whatever way. There are guns in this game. You can just go find that. That dog was going to pull an unless when he said he was going to end the game. I don't know if you literally can end the game in that way just by saying, you know what? Nah, screw this. The person I was looking for is dead. I'm out of here. Peace, yo. I'm out. And we get a little bit more talk from the tutorial crew. And yeah, it's like the Bound apparently are going to be very important in the game, especially Mark Immortal, which is just ridiculous. From what little I've seen of the second game, that's actually like it's one of the first NPCs you talk to. Well, you know, the Gobo's toggler. Yes. Great. What? So, yeah, but the thing is, it's like, I talked to them, they didn't really have too much to say. We'll try death by the tooth. If that is a Russian phrase, I do not know what it means. Well, that sounds like that sort of thing. Alright, try to prevent these guys from dying. Gotcha. Yeah, thanks, Executor. That's very helpful. Well, all right. And yes, basically we're going to play this like Persona here, wherein you got to pick your words carefully and choose the ones that people are going to like the most. As you do. As you do. Just like in real life, you have to adapt everything you're saying to the audience. What do you mean, no, that's not how that works? Yeah, well, Daniil's kind of an asshole, so that's what he's going to do. Never got any money from the Bound just yet. When there's 3 of them right here, you'd think I would be able to get a little bit more, at least some of the local currency, whatever that is. But no, I guess that's going to be something that happens a little bit later on. So we out into the world, and I guess like the first thing to do is that you can go back to talk to Jan. She said come back to the house, or go all the way over to Barack. Last person to see Simon alive, and probably the most important NPC that I could go talk to right now. Get down to the truth of this mystery of who murdered the immortal man. Not so immortal now, are you? At least from what I can tell, he was just murdered while in focus, which seems to be more or less a... I don't know, form of meditation? Because the way that Victor was describing it, it didn't really sound like it was an actual place in the house, nor could I, find the dude. Like, he's just not there. And given the way that he's described as a sorcerer and everything like that, that seems to be kind of like the most obvious conclusion to be made. An Inquisitor would blast you out of nowhere? Wait, what? What do you mean by, like, Inquisitor? Cheer pressure is what that's called? Oh, yeah, I suppose that I could also... What's this building right here? Oh, yeah, we got, like, a town hall. Not that I think anybody's actually in here. At least the first time I looked through it, it's like, yeah... Seems like some place that somebody would congregate. I don't know if it's the weekend or something, but ain't nobody here. Death by the tooth mean they're going to have a taste of it, like they're in danger every day. Oh, okay. Thank you. And despite being in danger every day, it's not like I'm... They don't seem to be in danger as of just yet. It's also the jail here, I suppose, which is just filled with dead bodies. You would think that somebody would have something more to say about this, but, no. They're just using the jail as a makeshift morgue. Why not? Also the tragedy in putting on plays, I guess? Or whatever this is supposed to be? No, nothing strange about that at all. Oh, there's nothing strange about any of this. The mysticism being thrown about as if it's just a common knowledge everywhere. Murders all around the corner. Probably sell this. Me just ransacking every trash can that I can find for all the objects that are going to hang around here. Cheer pressure is the act of agreeing with the crowd just to please them. Well, Daniil is not the sort of character who's going to go around just agreeing with people for the sake of agreeing with people. Even though that is exactly what I'm going to make him do. Mark my words on that. Where am I going right now? I'm going the opposite direction again. I from what I can understand, it seems like a huge part of this game is going to be kind of getting used to the town and like the actual directions that you want to go. And then from there, it's like you can figure out exactly like what the shortest path to each part of the map is going to be. And I'm still going the wrong direction. Oh my god. Because again, the usual run button is crouch button. Because I guess there's going to be some sort of... Like, there's combat in this game and everything. I can just do this right now. You block. Just did the worst looking punches that I might have ever seen in a video game. Good stuff. But no. We're not going to get fisticuffs out right now. No, I'm going to try to walk around this or jump over it. What's the point of having a jump button if you can't jump over anything? Ah, damn it. At this point, I must be really tired because I'm almost starting to be unironically interested in this game. I love the whole style that this game is going with. Like, are you telling me that this sort of weird purple prose and also, like, huge, clearly huge backstory to each one of these characters is not interesting to you? Although I will ask you right now, what are you guys thinking? Should I end up doing like a big series on this? Like, this is exactly what I said when I told people that it's like, this is what I want to do. But, like, I also am well aware that this is probably not a game that plays very well as an LP. That's exactly why I told you I wouldn't do this, because I don't think people are going to be interested in it. Like, I'm super down with this game, but, you know, that's me. Yeah, you can just pull out your hands whenever you want to. It's tab. Yep. In and out. And also stairs going up to nowhere. They actually describe them as stairways to heaven in the game. And I do not know what their purpose is, if any, but I suppose it's an easy way to get yourself killed if you just jump off of here. I don't know. But yeah, like I said, this is a game that I really do want to play through because I am loving the style and I'm loving the weird mysteries and kind of like how to figure out what to do. But again, it's like, you know, I also don't really want to put up, like, if it is going to be 76 hours and everything, and if people are just like, nah, this is boring. It's like, I had that feeling even when I was test playing it too. It's something you want to do, then just do so. Well, you know, the thing is, I also want the channel to not be just me playing through this game for 5 weeks in a row. But it's like, you know. Right up here, but I do need to actually go around because for some reason the front door is not on the area that you would approach it from. Ugh. Doc, you can make an LP out of literally anything, and I'd love it. That sounds like a no. Perhaps just do it as a stream series. I mean, the problem is that I was considering doing that. The thing is, it's just like there is a lot of just walking through the town. And there's also going to be like a lot of time where I probably want to restart stuff, kind of play through the game, figure out what I'm actually doing. Because as you can tell right now, it is vague. For the time being, I do have like actual areas that I'm told to go to and figure out what's going on, but that's going to stop pretty quickly. I mean, it is, I don't know, like I said, I just don't know if people would be interested in this, like, LP-wise, which is why I thought I'd try it out as kind of like a short stream here. First, you could always just cut out the walking bits, and that was the plan, but also, I don't know. Yeah, this is the house. Yo, Barack, my good friend. What's going on here? Oh, for God's sake. Are you kidding me? You know what? I'm going to agree with the Bachelor on this one. So the murderer is actually very quick in his methodology, apparently. Great. Cool. Well, this is merely the beginning. Well, what makes you so sure? Those dudes seem to be the two most important characters in town, unless they're going to start going after all the nobles and clairvoyants hanging around here. Okay then. You telling me that he was killed by a monster? What? Yeah, you know what? Fine. I guess we're gonna have to go talk to the Savarov family. So, not only has Isidore been killed, he's been killed by a monster. Although that's kind of hard to believe. I mean, this is a small town full of superstitious people. But it is also hard to doubt the evidence if there truly is a gigantic talon going through his chest right now. Well, there's where we're going next, I suppose. Not that he's gonna let me get in here to actually, like, check out the body or anything. Thanks, guys. Keep tying up your boots. Play it as your own thing, but just stream it at the same time. Not do anything for the channel. Yeah, maybe I will just do that. Like, we'll just do the occasional, hey, here's... The town is filled with monsters, but human monsters. That's not the same thing. What the hell is going on here? And now we got an entire witch hunt for a bunch of the monsters. Daniil is not having any of this. Oh my god. It's Aphex Twin. You don't have a gun, but... Not getting any of this sort of thing out of here, am I? So yeah, now the townspeople are just going around trying to find the monster that I guess is killing people. Great. Well, that's gonna be a bit of a problem. Hey Doc, what's this game? It's Pathologic. You say, hey, backtracking Metroidvanias, then burst out backtracking the game is funny to me. I mean, I like what everything else that's going on in this game so far. Like, so let me tell you, I might not like backtracking, but it's like I'll get through it for this sort of weird nonsense that's going on right now. Sort of H.P. Lovecraft? No, it's much more Russian than that. Pathologic for Fridays. I don't know, man. Here's the thing. With the way I play through games, I will probably finish up before we get to next Friday. Because, I mean, you remember how fast I played through, like, this little bit of dumpster diving, just don't mind me, guys. Man's got to make a scratch some way, and I can only find so much money on the streets. Well, anyway, game's Tomb Raider 1996. It's like, yeah. The thing is, it was criticized even at the time. And by the way, this is the HD remake. I know, right? The important part of that, though, is that the remake is much more... has a much better translation compared to the original one, where it was way harder to figure out what's going on. So, that's the real reason that you want to play this one. Saboroth, I assume.
Got a firm hand.
The Rod is a hell of a name for a house now, isn't it, Alex? I would say you're not on the verge. You're very much in the middle of it with the things that are going on. You saw a woman getting burned outside of this house. Fridays with Doctor Inferno Firebird. I mean, that's basically what you're encountering right now. I do like that despite being a man of science, the Bachelor is also very much into astrology. Well, yeah, let's keep going on with this route.
The
Why
outcome
not?
was to be expected, I'm afraid. Simon was doomed.
Well, no, nobody's blaming you for Simon's death. However, yeah, you're the one who has patrols going on in front of his house after he died, and they're not letting me in. I'm a doctor. I'm the sort that makes out autopsies, but I am the sort that can at least probably tell something from looking at the corpse. Oh, man. Hey, Doc, can I get into that Discord? I have to go find the... I don't actually have the link for that. If somebody else does, you can post it in chat. Ambient looks grim AF. Oh, yeah, it is. This... We are talking, like... This is not a nice game, but that's kind of the point. It is also very silly, though, in the way that, taking the whole, like, stage play aspect of it, everybody speaks in such a ridiculous Purple Prose way that I actually really like. I'm actually having a lot of fun with. Oh? Total impartiality? Shut up, Daniil. That is certainly not what it is. Yeah, but the problem is where? Yes, how did you figure that out? Oh, yeah, of course. Of course that's how you figure that out. How do you figure out anything in this town? Just ask one of the many psychics around here. No. All right, fine. Sure, of course. So you do have rashlesses in town? And I'm just here for a short stay. So, Yulia. Which, every time I hear Yulia, I just think of the katana the undead merchant has in Dark Souls. That is clearly the exact person I need right now. Because everybody talking about murders being done by monsters and people being lost while in focus is not helping right now. I'm a man of science.
I've got a firm hand.
Who are the people guarding them? I mean, that's an awful lot, but I don't know if you honestly think... There are people burning women outside of your house. Of course you need 100 of them. Of course, but also it seems like there is some unrest in the dormitories outside of the abattoir. Are you some kind of detective? Only by absolute necessity. Look, Danilo is here to try to further his knowledge into immortality, but now he's getting wrapped up into crime mysteries and potentially mysticism. Well, what's the kin? People who work at the abattoir. I mean, we did see the worm outside of Jan's place, which I guess. Oh, well. I have a degree in doctoring and firebirding. It's true. It's true. I am the foremost authority on firebirding around here. You know, when you say you're not snobbish in the slightest, you know that guy's a huge slob. Snob. Maybe also a slob. I don't know, whatever. Isidore's dead. Do we have to start insulting him right now? That seems a little bit absurd. Just say, I see. So, is that maybe one of the other reasons why you have so many patrols out going on around here? Well, sure. Well, certainly neither of you have any issue with seeing your workers in the worst light possible, but... yes, of course. I suppose I should go talk to his wife, then, if she has some sort of prophecy to tell me. Not that I'm really in the mood to get spun a tale of falsitudes. His bedside manner is amazing. Dr. Phoenix? No. It's more like Dr. Pontiac, Firebird. You know, actually, speaking of which, I had my car have a flat tire yesterday, and that was, man, again, people have the strangest taste in decor around here. Yo, Katerina.
I'm afraid.
What's going on
I'm
now?
Of little use now.
Yeah, of course. Of course. It's like, what do you expect out of the town people at this point? Brutal philosophy. I love both these answers, but clearly I favor winning. Look, I don't have a gun just yet, but it's only a matter of time.
Simon, to tame his impertinence, Earth had disgorged
no, nobody
a
overestimates
monster from
Bachelor
deep
Daniil.
within it.
If anything, you're all underestimating him. He is going to solve this crime. He is going to take all of the tissue samples he requires from Simon's corpse, and he will leave here the most knowledgeable and well-regarded man in the entirety of Russia. But we do have to kind of get to that point in the first way. Well, I think we all know what the man-eater is. It's the Shabnak Adur, I think they called it. It's, clay and bone man-eater. Sure. Well, yeah, how does it go for me? Jan does not think too much of my ability to fight it, but that doesn't really make too much of a difference because, you know, prophecies are made to be broken after all. He and his wife are living in the same house, but the rooms are not connected inside. I don't know. I feel like with what we've seen of Katerina right now, he might have just wanted his space. Curious indeed. All right, well, I guess we'll see how that fight goes then. Yeah, but why would you build a house that has two completely disconnected areas? That is actually very stupid. Like, I know that we are living in a world where this is the sort of standard fencing that you have, but still. All right, well, let's go talk to Yulia. Are you meeting Rasputin? It's actually kind of questionable as to even when this game is supposed to be taking place. I'd like to think it's like, old-timey Russia, but God, who knows? It could be it could be anywhere from, like, the mid-late 1800s to some sort of alternate version of modern day. And I don't really think that there's any indication of which one it could possibly be. I believe Yulia's just right up here, right? Got a nice little garden, if nothing else. It's supposed to be the only rationalist in a town of clairvoyance, so why not? It's clear that the not making any headway anywhere else. Also, it's weird, looking in the upper left corner, that you just kind of constantly get money for walking around. Maybe that's like a stipend getting from the Institute. True art. Very meaningful. Anything else I can perhaps steal around here? There's not really a whole lot of stealable stuff in this game as far as I can tell. Not that much of an adventure game protagonist, to be honest.
There are unseen connections looking through the...
Okay.
There are unseen connections looking through the capricity.
Alright, guys, we've got to bounce. Enjoy the rest of the stream. Catch you in the VOD.
I
don't know. I mean, it's I think, like I was saying, I'll keep the VOD up on as stream stuff. Maybe occasionally do some streams here, but I don't know. Yeah, you're definitely gonna be dying. Oh boy. Was Simon this kind of person? Wow. Well, so much for meeting the only rationalist in town. But, I see.
I'm afraid it's natural. Simon was doomed.
Alright, then. Got a whole bunch of options to ask here. Not sure where I want to go, but I suppose start at the top here. So, Alex spoke highly of you. What's going on? Not the most confident in her abilities, but does seem like well, seemed like some. In a chamber with some particular name, the Focus. I could also ask about the Shabnaka deer, but I think it's some sort of monster with gigantic claws. You know that. Oh, the Canes are arrogant, you say? I've never... I didn't notice. Well, a single dishonorable act of tarnishing their name might be some points in their favor, but it doesn't really say anything concrete about if they happen to do. They would know best about how to attack Simon, but at the same time, seems like people have their own ideas of what's going on. Besides, having Barack killed kind of seems like it wouldn't be a crime of their own family. The benign insanity that leads to people pursuing their own fantasies, and little else. So anyway, you think it's poison? No, I got it before when I was talking to Victor, when he was talking about focus as being sort of a metaphysical thing himself, so it seems like, I don't know, it just sounds like meditation to me, but it could be something deeper than that if there is some truth to the mysticism that people are talking about. Certainly, the clairvoyants seem to have some sort of level of future sight, at least from what everybody said, but I have yet to really confirm that for myself now, don't I? Or they're within him. Which is why you think he's poisoned. But at the same time, he did also say that Simon was going to be fasting for a while because he seemed to have foreseen his death. So it doesn't seem likely that... Also, no. We gotta go back here. George very explicitly said that, like, he had been pretty well mauled. I don't know. Oh, yeah, I also do really like that you can see the entire conversation on top of the screen if you want to go back and see what's going on. Also, if you think I might be going a little bit too fast, there is that there, too. Oh, I mean, I suppose maybe Simon might have been mutilated after he died, but I don't know. It seems unlikely that it would be just some simple form of poison that would kill him. Synthetic anomalies. Stuk? What? Yulia, you're gonna have to slow down. I have no idea what you're saying here. Yeah. Simon was disfigured. Yeah, that's what. And also, yeah, the same thing here. See, Bachelor's on the same page as me right now. Where did he spend those missing hours? Well, Alex did say that Isidore had talked to other people, so I guess we gotta go look around. Interpreted as omen of upcoming unrest. Okay, sure. But it's okay, just chilling. Yeah, I mean, needless to say, I am super into this game, but the entire reason behind doing this stream was to kind of test the waters, see if anybody else would be. It was actually after Twitch and YouTube guy, Super Great Friend, also did an hour of this game that I was just like, oh man, I really want to play this because I love this sort of style. By the way, I would suggest following that guy because he's doing a really great playthrough of Siren 2 right now, which is a very fun game. The Bull Project. Like how you referred to The Bachelor as if he's a separate person. He is absolute. Look, The Bachelor is definitely does not share my same beliefs. I mean, you can see from like the sort of from the moment that he started talking to the worm character outside of the house, and there was no option to say anything except for, my God, what a disgusting piece of garbage you are. It is very clear that he is his own separate character. I've only got so much to say in regards to him and what he can possibly say. The Lump. Home to Big Vlad. Big Vlad's car dealership, I guess.
What?
And you got a whole bunch of stuff to say, so I doubt I can do it on my own. That's very clear. Look, Daniil is... He appears to have... he's quite clever clogs in his own right, but there's no way. No way he's going to be able to do anything with this. Keep you busy for a week. And what would you do? Yeah. I mean, ultimately, I don't think that Bachelor has too much authority right now, but we're going to try to see what we can work out with that, I suppose. Yes, what is my position exactly? I mean, I'm certainly something of a celebrity doctor, but aside from that... dark arts, you say? She described herself as a clairvoyant, but I haven't really seen any sort of sorcery. I guess maybe it runs in the family in the same way that Simon was. The idea of describing The Bachelor as Maria's private incubus is quite a phrase. Well, she seemed to know enough about the Shabnak Adur. It's at least what the rest of the townspeople seem to be assuming this is. But it's not really any sort of... I mean, The Bachelor has little regard for any of the things that people are saying as it is right now. To put even less emphasis on what she's saying, I don't think it really matters too much. Better to die than to lie. And no, not a fan of that either. Well, I guess we're going to continue to talk to Maria, but there's not really too much to say with that? I don't know. Rank of bait. Well, certainly with how fast this killer is moving, if you wanted you dead, you would have already be dead, Bachelor. Suppose I'll ask a little bit more. And of course, we do have more dialogue.
I'm afraid it's natural. Simon was doomed.
Here, tell me about Lara. However, she's not. As much as I'd like to continue this hallucinogenic drug trip, I'm exhausted. You know, it is actually like getting pretty late for me, too. Might end up ending the stream here soon enough. Here, I'll get done with this line of Yulia first, and then we'll maybe wrap it up for the day. You're the sort of person that says that philanthropy isn't just good enough on its own, but has to come from the pureness of heart. Well, sure. I mean, I suppose that's the only person I can really look for right now, anyway. Like this kind of game with grim ambient and NPCs, check out Call of Cthulhu, Dark Corners of the Earth. Oh, yeah, I mean, I would actually probably like to play that eventually. It's just, it also runs absolutely terribly on modern PCs, from what I understand.
Insensibly drags us
or any
towards
PCs,
another.
period. Well, what do you think about Jan? I guess she seems nice. Sure. Okay. So it seems pretty clear that I want to go talk to either... I mean, Lara seems like a good idea, but Olgimsky seems like the more relevant character, being one of the elite of the town and probably having the most to do with any sort of plot by a killer that could possibly be coming up. We'll see. But, you know, also, like I was saying, I'll cut it here. And I do think that I like this game, but yeah, I'll probably just end up playing it on my own instead. It's something that, you know, like I said, I do think that it is one that is very much for me than like something I can really put up on the channel. So, yeah. Good to know, at least, I suppose. Probably, I'll be doing a stream again tomorrow for Dead Cells, probably early in the morning.